What if I told you a deep-sea diver heard someone singing nearly 300 feet below the ocean's surface, where no one should have been able to survive? At that depth, the pressure is crushing, visibility is limited, and even experienced divers know how quickly things can go wrong. In this video, you'll discover what the diver heard, what he found when he followed the sound, and why this mystery still leaves people searching for answers. But there's one detail about the singing that makes the entire story even harder to explain. The diver was conducting a routine descent when he first noticed it. At first, he thought it was a problem with his equipment. A faint sound carried through the water. But as he stopped to listen, the sound became clearer. It wasn't random noise. It sounded like a voice. And, according to the diver, it was singing. Now, hearing unusual sounds underwater isn't impossible. Whales, shifting currents, and even distant boat engines can create strange effects. But this was different. The melody seemed deliberate, almost human, and somehow it appeared to be coming from deeper below him. Against his better judgment, he decided to follow it. As he descended, the singing grew louder. Then, suddenly, it stopped. The silence was immediate and complete. No echo, no fading away, just silence. The diver scanned the darkness with his light, expecting to find some explanation. Instead, the beam revealed something that made him freeze. There, resting on the ocean floor, was an object that shouldn't have been there. But the strangest part wasn't the object itself. It was what happened when he got close enough to examine it. Because moments later, the singing returned. And this time, it seemed to be coming from right beside him. The diver spun around, sweeping his light through the darkness. Nothing. No other diver. No marine life. No movement at all. Yet the singing was unmistakable. For a few seconds, it seemed to circle him, drifting through the black water from one side to the other. Every instinct told him to start ascending immediately. But there was something about the object on the ocean floor that kept pulling his attention back. As he moved closer, he finally got a clear look at it. It appeared to be some kind of metal structure, heavily corroded and covered in decades of marine growth. Whatever it once was had been hidden by the ocean for a very long time. Then he noticed something unusual. One section of the structure looked damaged, as if it had been forced open. And from inside that opening came the same haunting melody. The diver later said he couldn't explain why he kept going. Curiosity had completely overridden caution. He aimed his flashlight into the gap. At first, all he could see was darkness. Then the beam caught something reflecting back at him. Not metal, not glass, something else. Something that appeared to move. The diver jerked backward, kicking up a cloud of sediment that swallowed everything around him. For a moment, he lost sight of the structure entirely, and that's when his oxygen alarm suddenly began to sound. Time was running out. He had a choice: begin the long ascent to safety, or stay long enough to discover what was hiding inside the wreck. The decision he made next would become the most talked about part of the entire story.